You now you have opened the PPT. Good afternoon, everybody. And as part of our monthly seminar program, and today we are discussing on intellectual property rights. I think being scientists, all of you, scientific community, all of you are aware of about intellectual property rights, and uh, many of our scientists colleagues, your colleagues must have got patents on their inventions or products. Uh, but still it is better to once I thought that we can discuss those who intend to go for any patenting or any such um, thing, they can uh, get awareness about the intellectual property rights. uh, and in this connection we will have a brief presentation. uh, then next, and intellectual property rights, it is a globally recognized uh, intel- this is the agreement. Earlier they used to call GATT. I think in 90s there was a general agreement on tariffs and trade was made under WTO. Now it is replaced by TRIPS. They are called trade related aspects of intellectual property rights. And there was a conference at Uruguay under the guidance of World Trade Organization. International trade is governed and regulated by World Trade Organization. Its head capital, it is at Geneva, I think Switzerland. WTO capital is located, and under their guidance, this TRIPS has been signed by many countries. TRIPS means trade-related intellectual property rights, and in this there will be many patenting aspects will come. And India is also a signatory to TRIPS, and to honor the that TRIPS guidelines, we have made many laws in India also. The Indian government has made laws, legal provisions in compliance of TRIPS, like Trademarks Act, Copyrights Act, Industrial Designs Registration Act, Geographical Indications Act, Protection of Integrated Circuits Act, and Protection of Plant Varieties Act. This is also important to you because you are all plant scientists. India made Plant Varieties Protection and Farmers Rights Act, and also Biodiversity Act also protect the plant varieties. And next, and this scope of this intellectual property rights, not only patents, trademarks also be protected. Patents means inventions are protected. Copyrights means because all of your uh, in belong to scientific community, intellectual community, you produce a paper, article, or a book, such thing, you will have a copyright, and nobody can copy your research article or thesis. That is protected under Copyrights Act. And not only that, industrial designs are also protected. Geographical indications, some variety of plants, products, cloths, such things are made in particular region, particular area only. They are recognized and protected as geographical indications. And not only that, this computer people, hardware people, when they design any chips or integrated circuits, like in mobile or any equipment, they design any integrated circuit, that also will be protected under this Patents Act. And moreover, this Plant Varieties Protection Act and Information Technology Act is also has been made in India. Under that, the software is protected and cyber crimes can be prevented. And data protection is also like UIDI data protection under IT Act. It is also protected. This is the scope of the intellectual property rights. All these areas are covered under intellectual property rights. And next, and to protect those aspects, these acts were made in India. Trademarks Act was made in 1999. The Patents Act was originally made in 1970, but now it is amended in 2005 in compliance with TRIPS. And the Copyrights Act was also old in India. It was made in 1957 itself. And the Industrial Design Act is made in 2000 in compliance with TRIPS. And these geographical indications of goods Registration and Protection Act 1999 was made in India. These are all Indian acts only in compliance with TRIPS. Um, and the Plant Varieties and Farmers Rights Act also has been made in 2001. And the Information Technology Act was also made in 2000. These are the major acts protecting intellectual property rights in India. And next, and the patents, as you are aware, these legal provisions have been discussed. Uh, Patent is granted by Government of India. Our various offices are there located in India, and it is government will grant patent, not any private organization. And the patent is for invention. When a new invention is made, then only the patent will be given, and it is the monopoly right of the patent holder, and it is heritable, transferable, and mortgageable. And uh, it is a territorial right. The invention is a territorial right. They can be protected in their territory, and outside the territory they can't be used, and they have to disclose their invention. Then only the patent will be. The patent can be maybe a process may be patented, or product may be patented. Sometimes the process, they invent a new process for making some certain drug or something. That is a process patent. And there will be product patent also. When a product is made, new product is made, new drug or new compound is made, that is also patented. That is product patent. And patents are given for 20 years, and it can be renewable also. And after 20 years anybody can use that to industrial process, or anybody can manufacture that product, that drug. The If patent is given for the product, or if the patent is given for the process, after 20 years anybody can use it. Sometimes it can be renewed. The patents are valid for 20 years. This is brief about patents. Next, uh, and criteria of patentability. Any invention cannot be, all the inventions may not be patentable. It should be novelty, it should be a new invention. Already existing inventions cannot be patented. Invent it should not be an existing one. And it should be a new thing. And it is non-obvious. It must be non-obvious. Obvious means already existing. Everybody knows rice cooking. Everybody knows. It is not a new invention. And capable of industrial application. The invention should be some application. No? Without application, there is no use. That nobody will get patent, and it will not fall within the provisions of the section 3. And some provisions are made. Some exemptions are given under section 3, and which are not patentable inventions. They are given. These are the exemptions. Frivolous or obvious inventions cannot be patented, contrary to well established natural laws. Suppose Newton laws, you can't patent it. No, Newton's laws everybody knows it. That is a natural laws. And even though you discover it, discoveries can't be patented. Already existing thing that and if you discover it, it can't be patented. And the Newton's laws, gravity, that was existing something. But even new invention should be, that is not obvious, not natural laws. That is a new thing, entirely new thing. That is and injurious to public health. Any invention, suppose if you discover a new weapon, new bomb, new chemical compound which will injure or which will cause harm to others, that cannot be patentable. If you discover a biological weapon, and if you want to go for patenting, means nobody will patent. No? And that such things cannot be patentable. And discovery of scientific principles cannot be patented. Scientific principles cannot be, like I mentioned, no, Newton's laws cannot be patentable. And such thing, if you any new laws or new hypothesis that cannot be patentable. It should be a process, new process or new product that is discovered. And discovery of living things or non-living substances in nature cannot be patentable. They are already existing living things. If you discover a new species, that cannot be patentable. It was already existing, and people before you also somebody was knowing, but maybe that must have become rare. And if you newly invent that species, it cannot be patentable. Those were existing. That new that cannot be patented. And method of agriculture or horticulture cannot be patented. Agriculture, horticulture, if you invent a new method also, that cannot be patented. That is because it is a farmer's right, no? And if you discover and if you want to patent, that cannot be patentable. And mathematical or business equations, that those things, mathematical methods, process, if you discover a new mathematical equation or new mathematical solution, that cannot be patented. Or if you propose a new business model, that cannot be patented. And normal computer programs are also cannot be patented, but circuits will be patented, that hardware, but computer programming may not be patented. That and under section 4 also some exemptions are there. Atomic energy related issues cannot be patented. If you discover a new chemical reactor or a new nuclear reactor or new nuclear process, that cannot be patented. These are the some of the things about patents. Next, and coming to trademarks, I think this is not not visible. You can change the thing. Trademarks also you know about. Suppose you are wearing a arrow shirt, there will be an arrow mark will be there. That is a trademark. Trademarks are given to some of the products to identify their product. Others can't. India also in consonance with the TRIPS, they have made Trademarks Act. In 1999, India made Trademarks Act. But before that also there was a act in 1958 also. But then that was not in compliance with the TRIPS, and they have made Trademarks Act 1999. And under this, the trademarks can be registered and protected for 10 years, trademarks, and after that they can renew it. Suppose your trademark for your brand logo, for any shirt or any other thing, trademark, uh, they can be registered, and it should be a symbol or word or signature, name or device, the trademark may be. And it may be a label, numerals, combination of colors used for undertaking is a trademark. It can be on goods or services also, or other articles also, articles of commerce. For distinguish their products, these trademarks are registered. And the trademarks is once registered, others cannot copy it, others cannot use it. But sometimes you may see some soaps and similar names or the trademarks, they will use similar to imitating trademarks, sometimes used imitating.
Not entirely same.
And not entirely same, imitating trademarks, they will be used.
There's a place called Ullasnagar in Bombay or somewhere.
Okay.
They will put these labels actually. They mass produce those labels.
Okay.
Every brand label they will produce and put on your
Okay.
shirt actually.
Shirts, Arrow shirts, Peter England shirt, any label
Any
they will
label.
put and they will sell it. And
Not only that, they will write made in USA.
made in USA and
Mullas Nagar Sindhi Association.
Yes, yes.
okay. And Adidas and everywhere, even footpath also they will sell for 100 rupees also, 1000 rupees brand, I think they will. That is illegal, the trademarks. They can't be used. But
So how
Not
it is
only that,
implemented?
actually,
uh,
it's not same exactly same also. Even a variation of the similar sounding words also is
yeah, yeah,
covered under
yeah,
patent.
the in between one letter they will
Yeah.
misspell it, and they will
Like Burger
as
Singh.
okay.
Burger King के जगह S लगा दिया Burger Singh.
Okay, and they will that is a illegal trade practice, and that is violation of Trademarks Act. But then only local traders they may do it, but international level they can't be tradable. No? They can't sell their products. And if you want a create a good brand image, you have to develop a good trade mark. And for designing trademarks also, many people will designers like you design it. and it can be registered and for 10 years, and that logo brand once almost all products they will have their own brand or logo. That logo is important, like IFB having our logo, like, it is a trademark is also a similar thing, but
But our IFB logo also people may object that what tree you have taken that is from that picture.
okay. Maybe.
It is not created by
Yeah,
you.
yeah, trademark, it should be any letter, any image, anything they can use it,
Yes.
trademark. And next trademarks, these are some of the trademarks I think. Then for all this, every the product, every service people also they have, the BBC, it is a news channel that trade that trademark. And for products, not only products, Puma, cloth brands, everywhere, automobiles, Yahoo, Honda, uh, McDonald's, like that, food articles also, software also, Google, and this browser.
You said that sir that softwares or programs cannot be patented, but they can be copyrighted.
Yeah, they have copyrights. They have copyrights, and these are some of the trademarks registered by some of the famous brands, companies. And next, coming to designs, industrial designs also can be patented. And not only product and process industrial design, the product design is also important. Shoe everybody will make, but shoe is a certain length, then the dimension, and then shape, and design, that cut, and those things, those aspects can be patented. And even clothes also, cloth brands also, certain uh, designs they will be, they get patent. Clothes, like many other designs also, industrial designs. So the cars, they will, their model is same, and the different automobiles, the vehicles, the model cannot be copied, and similar model cannot be made. That is the industrial design. And in India also made the Industrial Designs Act in 2001. And as per that, industrial designs, uh, they are patented, they are protected for 15 years, and afterwards they can be renew it also, their design. And others cannot copy it, they have to make their own design. The design may be external design, internal design, or a combination of both. Um, and appearance also sometimes, that the design may be many, the design includes many aspects, not only appearance, but internal design also, external design also. And the design is also protected for this is mainly for industrial people. And next, and geographical indications, this is also important. Many, as you are working on plant related aspects, many plant varieties also get to geographical indication status, because all plant varieties may not grow in all areas. And if they grow also same taste, smell, they may not get uh, geographical indications. It is for products also, not only from products. And many the articles, they are geographical indication status they will get. But this Tirupati laddu, they were not given geographical indication status. It is even though it is unique product, nowhere in the world such taste, smell you will not get. Tirupati laddu, the same taste they maintain, same taste, same smell, they will. But laddu everybody make, but they have applied for that TTD people. That was GI status was not given. Even this Hyderabad Paradise Biryani, they wanted to get GI status. Hyderabad Biryani, they have rejected, because biryani everybody make, but the Paradise unique biryani, that the others may not.
Pochampally silk they have got.
Yeah, yeah, Pochampalli silk sarees they have got.
They have got a GI now.
GI status. Pochampalli.
Paithani also got GI.
Yeah, yeah. Kanchipuram sari, the Banaras silk sari, such they have got Kolhapur chappals. They
GI
have
to
all
good.
GI status. Nagpur orange. Even the
Tirupati
plant products also, not only industrial product. Darjeeling tea, they have got GI status. That unique taste, smell, and that is No, not it got. I think now
Why?
the Guntur chili. That there are many varieties of Guntur chili, not particular plant variety. No other that yeah maybe that in
Rasagulla
Gun.
got the GI, but it is with Odisha, not with Bengal.
Bengal got it.
Hey, somebody, some conflict was there. That is our
Yeah.
Chena
We have but Rasgulla that is
Rasgulla.
different actually.
Chena Poda.
Chanapoda also different.
GI status is important for protecting. This is for basically for trade purpose. GI to identify a product from a particular area. But Indian basmati rice also got patented. Indian basmati rice, it is GI status got. It will recognize. They will if we get GI status and they will order for that basmati rice means India they call it in other countries, and it is protected under uh, geographical indications of the goods registration and protection act 1999. This is the Indian act. It is applicable from 2003 onwards. It has become enforceable. I think I heard in newspaper that they have rejected, but I think in this maybe I don't know, again they must have filed earlier. They have rejected. Even Hyderabad biryani also it was rejected. And sometimes yeah, protect it basically protecting the traditional skills also, because people are skilled for making such kanchipuram silk. Only those people can saris they can only make. It is only handmade, no? Everybody can't make the same uh, quality uh, product. The quality, texture, structure, appearance, look, all those things will matter, no? And that's why the GI status will be given for any product to indicate and to protect their products also. But international market, nobody others cannot
It's not
market
exploited
it.
by some companies,
Yeah, yeah,
international companies.
yeah, yeah. To avoid competition, because our Indian textiles and handmade textile, they have a lot of demand in the cotton clothes also. They this is GI status. It is important for international trade, especially the WTO enforces all these things, and nobody else can claim it to be our product. Next, copyrights also important. Copyrights is for given for many. This is also intellectual property, and we have the 1957 act. It was amended many times also. 81, 84, 92, 94, 99, and recently 2000 also. Some 99 act is the Copyrights Act is the latest one, and lot of technological changes are coming up. And earlier we used to hear songs from gramophone record. Now latest many advanced technologies are coming from, even for this uh, even music, songs, all these are protected under copyrights acts. Not only literary aspects, any famous singers songs also protected, like Michael Jackson songs. They are protected under copyrights act. That whoever buys his CD now also is legalized will get some amount of money. Copyrights act.
And that can be listened only personal uses. In public places,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
cannot
public
use,
places
you cannot
for
use
that
it.
also they will charge. Some
Charge.
organization is there, they will collect money and they will deposit to them. Even this is given for lifetime. Copyrights are given for protected for lifetime. If you sing a song, your song is protected for lifetime. Uh, like a lifetime protection it will be there. But after, even after lifetime also 60 years protection will be there. Even after the singer's death, up to 60 years is legal heirs will get money on his composings, music or songs or literary books. If he has written some book during lifetime, he will have right to protection on this copyright on publishing. After death also, up to 60 years, it will be his legal heirs will have copyright protection, and they will get royalty on publishing his books or publishing his literary articles or
Amitabh Bachchan is getting from Arvind Rai Bachchan's
yeah, yeah,
royalties.
yeah,
How
legal
that
heirs.
is dangerous.
Huh?
Even people cannot sing anybody's songs in the public function.
Public
Yeah,
function.
public
That
functions. There is some office will be there. They will collect some uh, money and they will deposit to them. And even for literary aspects, music composition, A.R. Rahman's music, that will be nobody can't copy. Others can't copy his music, and they will have this copyright rights act under trips also. This the WTO guidelines, they have to, it has to be protected. Next, co- copyrights. These are the many other aspects they have mentioned. There will be a fine and other penalty, other things are given. The- These are some of the remedies, legal remedies given for violating copyrights. It is the under copyrights provision, and you can read it. Uh,
इस
Next,
songs की जो copyright है सर वो बोलते हैं कि भाई you cannot perform in the public
yeah, yeah,
audience. But if I am going to some temple and some people ask me to sing a bhajan, and if I sing bhajan there without taking any money,
I
is
think
it covered
bhajans
under
are not
copyright or not?
a copyright, no bhajans.
No,
But
but
some
I am not taking any
particular
money for
singers.
that. No benefit, no monetary gains are there.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
also, that clause also is there, I think.
Yeah, some are exemptions will be there. Some that bhajans are not will not have. It is a prayer, no, nobody will. But M.S. Subbalakshmi's song maybe have copyright. Uh,
Only that the licensing, I mean the copyright owner can only
yeah, they
object.
can transfer the license, and these under copyrights acts and under patents act also they can transfer, and they can mortgage also their patent, their product to patent, and they will transfer their right to others also. Under the provisions of the act, they can transfer their right under patents act or copyrights act. They can transfer the right to others, and others can get the royalty. That is the, and this is the plant varieties protection act is very important. And in 2001, the Indian government has enacted this protection of plant varieties and farmers act 2001, commonly known as the Plant Act. Under this, plant varieties are protected, and farmers' rights also equally protected. Certain many exemptions are there, but international level, this Plant Varieties Protection Act is very stringent, because this genetically modified varieties, they are protected, and the high yielding varieties, disease resistant varieties, because they introduce new genes and make new varieties, no, those varieties are protected for disease resistance and high yielding, and climate resistant, resilient, water tolerance, and desert areas also, then stress tolerant to species they produce by introducing new genes into the plant varieties. Or some animals also modified, the microorganisms are modified to produce, suppose this fungi are modified to produce more antibiotics, or bacteria, some other yeast, and they are modified, genetically modified organisms, microorganisms, genetically modified plant varieties, even genetically modified some of the animal varieties, they are protected under the Protection of Plant Varieties Act in India, as per the international laws the Indian government also made. And some of the multinational companies they are operating in India are also protected under this act, but local laws sometimes protected. I think you may be knowing about this BT cotton issue.
Yes, sir.
You, because you plant scientists, you know better. You tell about this BT cotton issue.
Montenso.
uh,
Monsanto.
Monsanto.
Monsanto, they have introduced this what genes, this
Bacillus thuringiensis.
Bacillus
That's a
thuringiensis.
bacteria in the soil bacteria.
Okay,
That gene they have introduced into the plant actually,
cotton.
cotton plant. So
Yeah,
whenever the insect eats that plant, it will
they
produce.
will die, I think.
It will die actually. It will
Because
produce,
this
toxin.
toxins are produced in
will
the
produce
plant.
in the gut,
Yeah.
gut actually, the bacteria.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So it will perforate their intestine. I think it will get killed.
Okay, that is the genes they have introduced from which organism?
Bacteria.
Bacillus bacteria. They produce toxins, bacterial toxins they produce. They are toxic to insects,
Toxic to
not to
insects.
plant. That genes of bacteria introduced to plant, cotton plant, and cotton plant itself produce the toxins instead of bacteria. And when the
When the
insect
insect
eats
eats that
the
leaves
cotton
actually.
leaves, and the insects die. That's why this BT
So called
cotton
cry
that is
protein, I
But it
think.
is
Cry
not
protein.
that
completely.
Monsanto multinational company got to patent patent under the Plant Varieties Protection Act. That is a multinational company. They are operated other countries, USA and India also, and they are protected. But to some case was filed as per the Indian laws, no plant variety cannot be. Farmers are free to use any seeds. Because their rights
Yeah,
can't be infringed. They
there
can't.
was some Terminator technologies there,
Ah.
so they can't.
Terminator.
Uh,
When they grow the progeny of this, then
Yeah,
this will not be
farmers
used. That
rights are
thing that
affected.
should
They
not be
can't
used.
use the seeds again and again because our farmers they can use only one time they have to plant and harvest, and next time again they have to buy the new seeds.
Because
And
even if they use, then that
That
gene may
character will
not be
not be
used.
that character will not be carried
There
out.
is
The
a terminator
termination
gene
genes
is
Terminator gene.
finished
genes
मतलब second generation में जाना नहीं
only
होगा.
for that bacillus gene it will be terminated. The character will be terminated. It will not produce toxins. No effective for, and farmers rights are affected. That's why the Delhi High Court, I think they have rejected their plea. Monsanto case they have rejected. They can't be patented and they can't be there. They should not but I think Supreme Court they have, yeah, as per international laws, I think it can be patented. I think that variety can be patented and protected. We have to respect international laws also, because our products also sold in other countries, and as of now it is a free market economy, and because of globalization and liberalization in not only industrial products, plant products and agriculture products also traded as per the under the guidance of the WTO, and with that intention only their Monsanto is also carrying out their business in India. And I have not read fully this Plant Varieties Act, and next time if I read then I will come with one more thing. Now I have not read this, frankly telling I have not read this plant.
In that Viticulture, they have done several modifications actually.
Yeah,
That,
then
initially it was done for pink ball moth, I think.
It was for
yeah,
Pink
many
ball
insect
American,
pests are there, I think.
it was for American bollworm earlier.
American ball moth.
Now to pink bollworm and to other
So additional constructs they are adding into that.
But it is not
Right.
foolproof.
Uh,
You still have to spray for two, three spray.
Huh. The
It's
amount of pesticide
only
required
that is
actually
reduced.
reduced.
It is not without insecticide application. Otherwise, it will go.
Yeah, there is
Under
a
this
lot of
act, even the farmers can claim that if breeders are stating that this particular condition may, if they will get this much yield, if they are not getting yield also, they can file. And
yeah,
then,
okay, they can get
the breeders they can file a case against.
okay if the genes do not work, okay, they can claim for damages. Okay, this is the brief about the Plant Varieties Protection Act. Many are because it is related to your thing and you can, yeah, but
Now,
everybody.
recently, ICPARI also has asked because that seed act is there, where many seed species, crop species have been included, where that particular dust characters, yield potentials, what sort of what is that standard practices has to be adopted. That for every species and variety has to be given, and then it is passed by the parliament. That is seed act. Forestry species are not included in that. So recently, the government of India has given the accent for that also. Recently, if you remember, we got a circular that some precise list was there, and you have to give the standard practices for that. I have circulated to all of you. Even if you don't have varieties, if in future you want to do, so you have to do that also. So that will go, and then those particular species will be included in that. Like Casuarina is there, Eucalyptus is there, Melia dubia is there, Dalbergia is there.
Okay,
Because it is not covered under seed act. It has to be covered under seed act if it is fully a variety.
yeah, now I think there is a seed agriculture seed trade also. There is act is there.
Yeah.
There are many, and many varieties are protected for the farmers rights also protected in this. Then seed varieties, the companies they have to pay royalty if they use the uh, varieties of farmers. They are traditionally collecting under Biodiversity Act also. It is protected. Plant varieties are protected. If anybody any industrial purpose, commercial purpose, they are used genetic resources, and they have to uh, pay the royalty to the local biodiversity committees are also formed. The local biodiversity committees are paid if it is a community product of that area. And apart from this act, Biodiversity Act also will protect the rights of the farmers and breeders, local breeders. And apart from that, Information Technology Act was also made in 2000 year by Indian government. In this, many uh, uh, this data protection and other cyber crime prevention, all these aspects are there, and this is not much related to our institute. And, next, I think some of the slides are missing. Okay, then we will conclude with this. And thank you, everybody. If you want to tell anything more, I think you can. We will discuss.